horse field. He'll give it a big shake, that race.
It's late in the day. The legs are starting to hurt a little. They're just getting a little bit wobbly, but it's been a big day in the sun. It's going to be 28 degrees on Friday, and they're calling it a heat wave, and they're going to restrict some of the dress code because it's so warm in Britain as we head back to our friends at ITV.
Races, they're all live with us. Every race live this week. To Ollie.
Well, there's a load of jockeys here in the parade ring. Not many trainers or owners yet. Let's see if we can grab a word with a few of these. William, you ride Bandinelli. Sorry to interrupt. Can I just get a quick line from you on his chances?
His last run was a bit of a mystery. But look, he stays 2 miles. He does stay well. He's got a wide draw today. He's a very genuine, honest horse. So if he can get in a good forward position, he gets in a good staying rhythm. So I'm sure he'll run his race.
Brilliant. Well done with Caribus earlier. Look this way. They're all just chatting amongst themselves. Sylvester, Sean, rides Danehill, Kodiak. Any chance here?
Look, he knows his way around, and I'm sure he's come on from his last run, so why not?
Yeah, best of luck. See if we can grab a word with James Doyle now. Just filling the time really whilst the trainers come here. Canal Door's your man. What can you tell us about Canal Door?
Interesting. Obviously not drawn all that good, but I think that from this start it probably does favour slightly being drawn out a bit. See if we stay the trip really. She's a bit further than what she's won over, so we'll have to see. Yeah.
Cool. Well, nice to see you. Hopefully your trainer will join you in a minute. See you later.
Very nice, Ollie. Back with you shortly. Now, Hayley, there's a chance, after what Coltrane did, your tip at 14-1 one earlier. The Chester Cup form looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. And Cleveland won it sort of fair and square. He's just sort of hunted round, followed the pace through, but actually, the further he goes, the better. Ryan's just given him a couple of flicks, but hasn't had to get too serious. And he gets upside and gets really competitive and finishes the race off really well.
And after this, there was money for Cleveland to possibly win the Gold Cup here on Thursday. Interesting that Hayden has chosen to go to the Copper Horse. Talking about the Gold Cup, back to Ollie.
Well, it's a big week for trainer Alan King. Raymond Tusk here. How did you assess his claims in this race?
Well, if you look at his last run, very good. I mean, he didn't fire at all at Newmarket. But
did anything come to light after that?
Not really. He just came back very flat, so we gave him a break. And happy. Ground would be as quick as he wants. Drawn very wide, so we'll leave that up to Martin. But, you know, if he goes back to his early season form, he could run very well. It's
a week seemingly in terms of the forecast for sunglasses, not umbrellas, with every ray of sunshine that sort of comes down onto this turf. How much does that sort of decrease the likelihood we'll see Trushan in the Gold Cup?
Oh, unless the weather breaks, he won't run. But, you know, we left him in. We'd look very stupid if we hadn't declared him and we got a thunderstorm. Yeah. But I'm looking more towards the Queen Alexandra on Saturday. We might get rain by then. But look, I walked the track today after the first. It's in wonderful condition. It's good, fast ground, which Ascot should be. But it's not what we want.
Is he in good form, though?
Oh, he's in great form. Yeah, listen, very happy with him. But we've got to do what's right for the horse.
We'll do a rain dance of sorts over the next few days. Good luck here.
Thanks, Ollie.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Well, there's not even a hint of rain in the forecast before Thursday. I think we can take it from that Trushan will not run in the Gold Cup, which is a shame. And I should think scope is unlikely for Rafe Beckett as well. So, Cleveland at 7-4. Juan de Montalban, who's so impressive last time, at 4-1. Are they with you, Luke?
Just talking to actually some of the ground staff, and they were just telling me that they're going to be around about 3 or 4 hours every night putting a little bit of water on the track, just trying to maintain this ground. Doesn't look like we're going to be seeing too much of Trushan, but actually the horse there that's just about to load, that's Juan de Montalban. He's a huge big horse, he is. First time I've seen him in the flesh. Only his third run for Kevin Philippart de Foy, whose horses have been in brilliant form. He's absolutely massive. No wonder he doesn't want to go into one of those small little stalls. He's meant to be going into stall 13. That's James standing behind. Oh, look at him. I was just talking to, well, you get quite friendly with these stall hands when you're down at the starts as often as I am. And they're a really happy-go-lucky bunch because it's to be quite frank, it's a pretty awful job standing behind horses like that. Dangerous job. Just watch them as they come forward. There is Akita Squishy just going in. There's an interesting one, number 17. That's Danehill Kodak. Used to be with Richard Hallen. He's now with Joe Tickle, who's was a more than capable point-to-point trainer. He's doing really well now under rules.
Okay, along the team selections, who wins, Johnny?
Joseph O'Brien has a nice hot run. Akita Sushi.
Well done.
He was very good second at the Curragh last time, and I feel that this has been the plan for a while.
Hayley.
I'm going for the favourite, Cleveland. Obviously, the form's worked out well. He just looks an absolute picture in the paddock. So.
And Jason.
Yeah, I think that 2-2 around Chester just stretched him. So coming back down half a mile in trip will be absolutely ideal. He's got more than a pinch of class about him.
Right.
Cleveland easy enough to back late on. From 2-1, now 9-4, good each way support for Akita Sushi. Now into 5-1, 11-2, best price.
Well, you know what, 2-1 could look a huge price in about another couple of minutes. I suppose it hasn't been a great day for the Irish so far, but Cleveland, much bigger price than you might have expected this morning. Last one's moving, a little bit of movement, but they are in the gate. Raymond Tusk just moving a bit. Also in stall number 2 is the filly, Peter Pinter, a little bit restless, and one who's now come out the back of the stalls is Bandinelli, taking another turn. Goes in now, and that's it. They're in the gate, short run to the first turn here, and they're off. 1 3/4 miles ahead of them in the Copper Horse handicap. Bandinelli was out alertly, out very wide, however. Also Danehill Kodiak is flashing early speed. Get Shirty is right up there early with Island Brave towards the inside, but it is Danehill Kodiak who has taken the lead. It's Quenel Dor who now takes second place. On the inside, Get Shirty is in third. Bandinelli couldn't go that far forward in fourth and still trapped out brutally wide around the first turn. The favourite Cleveland is in fifth as they begin to make the run down the side of the course. Then Island Brave to the inside is in sixth position. Peter Pinter is just in seventh. On that one's outside in eighth is Juan de Montalban. After these racers towards the outside, Not So Sleepy. Then with the white headgear, All Right Sunshine, who's racing on the inside of Stoll. There's then a break of a couple of lengths back to Platinum Card, who is very slowly away but has passed a few. Lunak is next, followed by Raymond Tusk, who's just dropped in behind Akita Sushi. And at the back of the field is Red Verdon. At the moment, Red Verdon is spotting this leader around about 12 lengths as they go into Swinley Bottom and on now towards the final mile. It's Danehill Kodiak and Sean Levy out in front to Quenel Dor and James Doyle in second. Bandinelli has had a very wide trip throughout, but in a share of third with Get Shirty on the inside, and then between horses, Cleveland, the favourite in the blue and orange, racing in fifth position for Ryan Moore. On the inside is Island Brave in sixth. Juan de Montalban goes into that turn in seventh. On the inside, Peter Pinter is in eighth position as now they enter the final 7 furlongs, and it's uphill towards home in the Copper Horse handicap, and it is still Danehill Kodiak who has got the lead to the filly Quenel Dor, who races in second. Bandinelli has never got in. He's still wide, but he's there in a share of third with Get Shirty to the inside rail. Now Ryan Moore begins to angle out on Cleveland to get clear sailing. On his inside is Island Brave, followed by Juan de Montalban, who's travelled well to this point, and in his slipstream is Not So Sleepy. On the inside is Peter Pinter, who's been followed into the race by All Right Sunshine as they enter now the final half mile. Dropping now towards the rear of the field still is Red Verdon, who's never really been competitive. Neither too is Raymond Tusk, and also Akita Sushi is a long way out of its ground as they make the turn in. They've got less than 3 furlongs to go. Danehill Kodiak tackled now by Quenel Dor, and now on the outside Bandinelli. Those are the first 3. Cleveland is now driven in fourth. Juan de Montalban picking up towards the outside. Get Shirty goes for a seam right on the inside rail. Badly hampered Danehill Kodiak. Here's Stoll now and Fragatatori out very wide. They're bunching up many chances with a furlong to go. It is Stoll down the wide outside. On the inside, Get Shirty. Those are the first 2. Cleveland now is kicking it in. Then on the wide outside, Akita Sushi late. But out in front, it's Danny Tudhope and Get Shirty. And Get Shirty gives Danny Tudhope a winning double on the opening day. Cleveland, and then flying late came All Right Sunshine, but it is a 16-to-1 winner as Get Shirty and Danny Tudhope have taken the Copper Horse handicap. Cleveland got second place. Akita Sushi on the outside looks as though she has just held third, with All Right Sunshine and then Quenelle D'Or. But what a red letter day for Danny Tudhope. He started the day with 6 winners at the Royal Meeting. At the end of day 1, he's now made it 8. So here he comes, Get Shirty to the line. Burster on the inside. They might have a little look at this because he did badly hamper Danehill Kodiak, but it didn't make any difference to the result. Danehill Kodiak was backing out of it. Cleveland drifted before the off. He's finished second.
A day to remember for Danny Tudhope, a double on the day. He's got some big rides to come for the rest of the week too. David O'Mara on the board in the colours of the Akela Thoroughbreds Limited. With a furlong or so to go, Jason, they're about 10 in line.
Yeah, they've all stretched across the track. I think that Cleveland, he just worked his way into contention. Down the outside, your selection, Johnny, was absolutely flying. But, of course, they're just on top of each other. And, as always, when you have that many runners on top of each other around here, there's going to be a little bit of argy-bargy and the odd bit of squeezing through.
Yeah, and I have to say that the winner was very brave. He was there, he was in the fight. He had to charge it or get his way out of a tight position, but he came there strong. I did think my chance was coming down the outside, but the horse on the inside had an advantage, and fair dues to Danny Tudhope. Great day for him.
Scrimmaging as he came past Danehill Kodiak.
Yeah, they've just got on top of each other a little bit. I don't think there'll be too much of a problem. And if you talk about a horse finding his form, he'd won twice for the team over 1.5 miles. He came back down, and in the middle of those 2 wins, he ran over 2 miles. So this intermittent trip is absolutely ideal for him.
Yes.
And for Danny Tudhope, a double on day 1 is dreamy stuff, Johnny.
It is, and that's what happens here, Ed. When you get on a roll, you know, everybody gets a roll. You get a roll, you start feeling good, and gaps open for you.
Taking advantage of those gaps. Danny, congratulations. Things got a little bit tight, but when things are going your way, they generally help you out.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, I was in my gap and I had James on the outside, and obviously Sean was on the rail. I don't feel like it was, you know, I could have done much about it. I was going for my gap, it was there at the time and it was closing, but look, you have to go for it sometimes, and it was there for me. Yeah, he's a grand horse, he's a lovely horse, he stays well, and he's done that well today. And he's been great for the owners, great support for David, and plenty of horses with us, and it's great to ride a winner for David here at this meeting.
Well, I'm going to find David, who was actually just behind. David, let me just grab a word with you as you're coming back in. I saw the look of satisfaction on your face as you were walking across the course. How happy does this success from this horse make you?
Brilliant. Mark, who owns him, Akela Racing, they're great supporters of ours, and you know, Jason bought him in France there for 30 grand, so he's been a horse that's done nothing wrong this year. He's 3 from 4, and he got beat at Ripon by a horse of Hugo's who finished third in the Chester Cup, so his form is there and it's rock solid, and you know, Danny is usual, you know, it's given him a brilliant ride.
A Royal Ascot winner.
Yeah.
Put into words what that means again.
Oh, sure, it's brilliant. We've had a few others, you know, down through the years with Lord Dillers, etc. But they're hard to come by, and you know, they're all very much appreciated, aren't they?
Absolutely. Well done, David. Congratulations.
Thanks, Richard.
And likewise to David O'Mara after Get Shirty won at 16-1, breaking the hearts of many who were part of that gamble through the morning and afternoon on Cleveland, who went off at 2-1 in the end. Johnny's Fancy was third at 11-2. All Right Sunshine running a big race at 40-1. Quenelle D'Or 40-1 was fifth. If you had first 5 with your bookmaker, a reminder we had no winner of the ITV7 today, which means a rollover this week. So 100 grand available on the ITV7 tomorrow. So get your entry in, free to play as always, as Danny Tudhope returns to the winners' enclosure for the second time on day 1. Quite a day 1. Johnny Murtagh,
What's your highlight of the day been so far?
I think it has to be the sprint, the extra strips, the tough performance, the power he showed through the race, the acceleration, and you know, he was the dominant performance of the day, and he blitzed them. And it's be interesting to see will he come back and do the same as Schwazier did all those years again, rock up on Saturday, which does look a very, very strong, probably stronger race.
I think we just got a little glimpse of how polite Rishi Prasad is. You could hear him introducing himself to the winning connections there.